And I am live. Let me check. Something seems to be off with the lighting. It's worse. I think this is it, but I don't like it. I think this is it. Let's do this. I don't like the lighting, but I can't seem to fix it. Otherwise I need more lighting or another ring light or whatever have you. So let's do it. I don't see anyone coming on yet, but usually I start without waiting for people to join the live. For me, it's just important to have the video on my page, right? And then you can go ahead and watch the video afterwards. But while I'm waiting or while I'm preparing, maybe someone will come on. So I'm doing this video and because a lot of people are sending me messages asking me information about my videos or about, especially about PayPal in Suriname, but also about hey, I joined this thing and I want to know if it's legit or how do I go about it. So they found an option and they don't know how to continue or how to move on with it, or even if it's legit, you know, because there are a lot of scammers everywhere in real life, like physical companies and so on, but more online, because you cannot detect who the person is behind a web page or behind a Facebook page. So well, a Facebook page is a website basically, but you know what I mean. You don't know who's behind a Facebook account, and you don't know who's behind a web page, so it's easier to scam on the internet. So I decided to do a video about how to detect a scam yourself, because yes, I helped a few people, but I cannot continue to do the research for each and everyone who asks me a question, because you know, I have other things to do. I have other things to do. So if I teach you, then you can continue and look for the information out yourself or do your own research. So that is why I decided to do the video. I have 10, let me see. I have 9 points to look out for if you want to know if something is a scam, if something is legit or not. 9 points to look out for, and you should wait until the end, because then I have a bonus tip. So if you're watching this, if you're watching the replay, please continue and wait until the end so you can hear the bonus tip as well, because that one is very important. I found that people don't seem to understand that that cannot be happening. So, but wait for the bonus tip, then I can tell you. All right, so I see someone join the live. Thank you for joining. And if you're going to watch the replay, also stay until the end. Before I continue, I do appreciate all the questions, all the comments, the subscriber growth that I have on on YouTube. So thank you for liking, thank you for sharing, thank you for watching and motivating. So here's how it's all, but let me drink a sip of water before I start. So how do you detect a scam? As I already said, because a lot of people have asked me, that is why I'm doing this video. How do you detect a scam? The first point is if it's too good to be true. it probably is. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. Most of the time, wait, it's really hot in here, so. Yes, the first thing to look out for if you want to know if something is a scam is, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. If it really sounds, man, if you're listening to the person or the company's proposition, what they're selling to you, if it sounds too nice, too good to be true, it probably is. Everyone online who is giving this advice will tell you if it's too good to be true, it probably is. No one will give you stuff for free or will give you a lot of money out of the blue. So that is a first clue you need to look out for. The second thing is, let's stay with the first point. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. For example, if you have if you join a platform and they promise you like 20% bonus or even 100% bonus on your investment, how do they do that? Nobody is giving stuff for free. So they will work with your money, but oftentimes in the end, and maybe initially you will get your returns, but oftentimes in the end you will realize that it is a scam. And people who got out quickly and got their their earnings, took their earnings and got out quickly, they are the lucky ones. But if you stay, because usually then you stay for compound interest, then eventually they take your money and run. So if it's too good to be true, it probably is. Don't fall for stuff like 100% bonus or 100% return on your investment. It's shady. It's shaky and it's shady. All right. The second thing, go for something that is stable. And for those of you who are not really good in English and you have difficulties understanding English, I will do a Dutch one after this video. So this one is for the English speaking persons, and the next one, well, when I'm done with this, then you can come back. So look out for the second live on this page. Then I will come back and do the Dutch version, okay? But if you're English speaking person and you have no difficulties understanding, then yeah, go ahead, please stay online. So thank you for joining, those of you who joined. Yeah, second one. If go for something that is stable. The company should have been around for quite a while. The company should have been, the established date or the foundation date should be at least more than 2 years. And the longer the better, because then you know that they don't leave, they are stable and people trust them. Otherwise they won't stay on or remain in business or in operation for such a long time. So people tend to, even in the physical world, you really want to do business with a company or let's say a bank if it has been around for quite a while, right? Because then you trust the person, right? The same, or the company. The same goes for online. Look for something that has been around for quite a while. And how do you do that? You go on their website, look how long or you read about their information, because they will tell you about on their website or their Facebook page about their foundation date or their published date. How do you say that? The date that they established the company. So look for that information. That will give you a clue if it's a company to be trusted or a platform to be trusted. Third thing on the list is there should be a customer service, and that is really, really important. For me, that is that is like 50% of my checks. If you don't have a customer care, I really don't trust you. There should be an active and responding customer service, not just customer service. And if you click on it, you can find no information, or if you try to contact them, you can find them. No, an active customer service, an active, responsive customer service. No company, no self-respecting company doesn't have a customer service, because if you buy in the physical world, like when you go to a company, a store, if you buy something from them and it turned out not to be of good quality, or it broke down like in a few days, what do? You return with your stuff, your goods, back to the store, right? The same goes for online. You need to be able to contact someone or go somewhere online in order to be refunded, rebated, or get help with your service, the service that you purchase from them. For example, Microsoft, their customer service is off the hook. I had to reprogram my my Microsoft Office. Man, this guy stayed for me like 2-3 hours just to reinstall my whole Microsoft. Microsoft is really good. And most companies these days, because a lot of people are now moving online, we're going online, it really gets crowded, and companies are trying to press costs. They try to cut down costs. So what do? Instead of having like an active physical really really basic customer care, a customer service, they have community. They have like a community page or a community place online. So on their same website, they have a community section. And in that community section, you need to subscribe with your email address to that community section. And then you can go ahead and ask questions there. Sometimes, because they do realize that you as a customer, your issue is probably what like 10,000 others have. If it's a big company, like for example, Microsoft. You will have someone else, at least 10,000 or 1,000 other customers will have experienced the same problem that you are now facing. So what do? They have a community, and people are going there to ask questions. And other users who have experienced that problem before, they provide you with the answer. So in fact, if you go ahead and reply for them, in fact, you're doing their work for them, because you're helping someone else, their customer, out. But well, people like to give advice and information, so I don't think people mind to do that. But that's about the community page. So if they have an active, and what you need to look for, they don't just need to have a community page or a community where you can go and ask questions or look for questions that have already been answered. No, it should be active. So what you need to look out for, if they have a community page, go and look for recent questions and look if they have been answered. Look if someone working at the company is also providing answers, and not late like a while back, but really recent, because that will give you an indication that this company is paying someone to actively engage with customers who are in the community. And that is really important, because you don't only want information from other users, you want information from the company itself, so the company also needs to have someone who is managing the community page, because sometimes people will use curse word or hateful speech, and they need to moderate these answers from people who are commenting hate speech or giving hate speech. All right, so look for an active community where the company has provided you with information, or is providing you as a customer with information, and it should be recent, not like months ago. All right, now the fourth thing that you need to look out for is a contact address. Not only do they need to have a customer service, but they need to have a contact address. If you go on their website, you need to find contact, and actually click on the contact and try to see if you will reach someone. Ask them a question, and what will happen, and then it ties back into customer service and the community page, right? So if you're asking a question, usually if you're going to their customer service, the page will direct you to their community page, because they don't want to answer you. They don't want their agents to be busy with silly questions that everyone already is asking. They want to deal with the real issues that no one else can solve, like billing and so on. Billing is something that only the company can resolve, because you yourself as a community member, you can't rebate another customer, right? So that is what they keep to themselves. But if you ask a simple question, the page will direct you to the community page, and then you need to subscribe and so on and so on. So if you're trying out their contact address, because you need to go to their website or their Facebook or wherever have you, where you can find them, or the place where you have reached them online, look for contact address and try to send an email or try to contact them and see how they react, see how they reply. And if they take you to a community page, try another question that about billing, a question that no one in a community will ask you for, just as I said, billing. Try do as if you have already paid and you want some answers, or just another question. Think of something, but try to reach the actual customer care. Try to reach them. All right, so that is the fourth thing that you need to look out for: their contact address. You need to be able to reach them. Also, look out if they have a physical address as well, and check if the physical address is really checking out. Check it on Google Maps and go to Google and find out if it's really an existing company, since they have listed their like physical location. All right, or like a contact address or a place where you can like literally send a written letter, right? So the fifth thing that you need to look out for is that their information needs to be consistent. It's not that you will find their story, of course, you cannot have like, it's possible to have like the same wording on YouTube, Facebook, and their website. That is okay if they have the same wording and the same lines, the message is the same. But their message, the general message, should be stable and should be the same on every platform. So they need to be, well, any company should be at Facebook, at least to me. Every company these days, because Facebook has billions of users. So if you want to reach your customers, you need to have a Facebook page. You need to have a Facebook page. So every self-respecting company who is really online and who is modernized will have a Facebook page. So you need to try to message them via Facebook and see if they reply. Okay, if you want to ask a question and you cannot reach them via other means, via other links, try to find out if you can reach them via Facebook, or send a message on YouTube, see if they reply, or on Twitter, or on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a business Facebook. All right, so everyone, people share their degrees, their achievement. Companies are on there looking for new hires. LinkedIn is like a Facebook who is connecting workers, employees with possible employers. So a lot of companies are on there. If you have a professional company and you want to be online, you need to have Facebook, LinkedIn, and so on. And try to see if you can contact them via LinkedIn. If the information on LinkedIn is the same as their Facebook, as their Twitter, and so on, their telephone number should be listed there. And if you try to contact them via LinkedIn or other means, or their contact number and so on, it should be checking out. Try to call. You don't have to like actually call and say, oh well, I don't have enough credit to call them. Just do a missed call, see if someone will pick up, and just hang up the phone again. But see if someone is picking up, is the number active or not. You need to be able to reach them or to contact them, and the information, the basic information should be the same everywhere, on Facebook, YouTube, their website, Twitter, Instagram, whatever have you. The message should be the same. These should be consistent, consistently posting. They should also be, thank you for the like. They should be consistently posting to their platforms, even if they don't always post to, for example, Instagram or Twitter, but Facebook, they need to be posting regularly. That is when you will know, I can trust this one. And we're already at the sixth point that you need to look out for. And mind you, it doesn't have to be that all these points that I'm mentioning or listing should be checking out like a plus. Some of them will be a minus, but at least 75% as 80% of all the things that I mentioned should be checking out positive. Okay, your company on FB, yes. It can work out negative or positive. That is true. Your company on FB, it can work out positive or negative. But if you have someone who is really managing your Facebook, they can, you know, quickly react and take down the fire, you know. So yeah, I think that every self-respecting company should be on Facebook. And if you complain on Facebook and they reply or quickly react, that is when you also know they really do care about their image and about their customers. And if they're afraid of Facebook, that should also give you a clue. But you know. So look for certificates. This is the 6th point. Look for certificates. And if I talk about certificates, then I mean like website certificate. Then I'm being a bit technical, but I'm gonna leave that part for checking out their website. For now, when I talk about certificates, I talk about, is this company or this platform registered at any chamber of commerce? Dus in Dutch we say Kamer van Koophandel en Fabrieken. Is this company listed, officially listed as a company? And it doesn't have to be, as of course I already mentioned, that not all these points will be checking out positive, but at least 75 to 80% should be checking out positive. Look for certificates. And what I found is that especially in Canada, it's quite easy to get a certificate from the Chamber of Commerce. So even if it's try to find out where the company is founded, where their physical location is, where they are from, and you will see like maybe Canada, America, the UK, whatever have you. If they're from Canada, that's my experience, it's rather easy to get a certificate from the Chamber of Commerce or whichever institution from the government is dealing with registering companies. It's rather easy to get a certificate from the Canadian government to list yourself as a company or an investment company and so on. And maybe they can even forge it. So not even certificate are 100% guaranteed. That's why I say 80% of the points need to be checking out positive. But certificates are a big help. When they drop certificates, really zoom into the certificate. Try to read it and find out what it is. You know, what they have written, what company is listed, because sometimes the certificate will tell you A, and what they have written on their website or Facebook page is B. So that on itself is already a minus. So because what some companies or some scammers do, they are dropping certificates, and you will just look and they will say certificate of registration, blah blah blah, and you will say, oh, okay, that's a good thing, especially because we don't like to read, you know, people don't like to read. So it's okay, they have certificates, and you just move on. And that is how they get you, because if you have if you see certificate, then you know, this company is serious about it. But really zoom into the certificate and try to find out if what they have written, the name or the purpose of the company that is written on the certificate, is really the same as you know, their website, their Facebook page, and so on. If they have listed like the name of a person, try to look on their website or Facebook, who is the owner of the Facebook page of the company, so that both are checking out positive. Moving on. Let me drink a sip of water. Actually, that were 2 sips. All right. Watch reviews of others. That's the 7th point. Watch reviews of others about this company. You know, in the physical world, where do you go and buy your stuff? Which company do you trust? I live in Suriname, and we have, for example, Kirpalani. That is a big store. And a lot of people are buying stuff from Kirpalani. A lot of people are trusting Kirpalani or Tulip or whatever have you. So some stores really have a good reputation. And that is because these stores have a good reputation, people are recommending these companies to others. Hey, where can I find this? Oh, you can find it at such and such a store, right? Because there are good reviews from others, that is why you go and buy from that physical store. The same goes for online. You have online websites and companies that are really, their sole purpose is to establish credibility of websites and online companies. One of them is Glassdoor, and that is my go-to, one of my go-to websites where I go to check out a company. Just go to Google and do, first of all, you can say online review about, let's give the company a name, the company you want to do a research about. Let's say it's called Big Money. All right, then you go to Google and type in the search bar reviews about Big Money, or Big Money Glassdoor review, because I told you already that Glassdoor is one of my websites where I go to check out companies. So go to Google and type in Glassdoor reviews about Big Money, or Big Money Glassdoor reviews, and you read the information. To me, because Glassdoor is a website that allows employees of companies to share their experiences with a certain employer that they have worked for, especially online employers, but also employers of, physical buildings, physical companies, brick and mortar companies. So they are sharing their experience. And to me, if a company checks out negative by other employees, if you don't care about your employees, you probably won't care about me as a customer, because you first need to treat your employees good for them to deliver good service to customers. Usually that's not the case. Oftentimes we complain about our employers, but if the negatives are if there are too many negatives, you don't have to go. You really don't have to go. And if you can find reviews about that specific platform or website or company on Glassdoor, that is already, a red flag. You have several websites where you can go and find reviews about websites and companies. One of them, as I already said, is Glassdoor, but you also have Trustpilot, and I've written down everything because this is really something that is a bit out of my scope. I do this by heart, generally, but I never listed down this information. But Glassdoor, Trustpilot, Reddit, and Quora. Reddit and Quora are like kind of a Facebook. They are communities, online communities. I call them social media as well. And this is where people go and share their experience or ask questions. Quora, the name Quora, the base of the name already says question. It has the name question in it. So people go on there and ask questions, and others who are subscribed as well give answers. And that is where you can go and ask, maybe, hey, does anyone has experiences with Big Money? And sometimes others have already placed their experience or replied as an experience on Quora. So then you can go ahead and read the information. So all the information, you can just Google it. You can say Big Money review Quora, or Big Money on Quora, or just Big Money Quora. Then both information will come up. Quora will pop up, and you will find the information about Big Money, because in this example, our company that we are researching is Big Money, right? The whole name is already a bit fishy, Big Money. But people do that because they want to attract customers, right? Even like valid, legit companies like to give these kind of names because it attracts customers. So if you want to do a research, just go to Google and type in Big Money Quora, or Big Money reviews on Quora, or just go to Quora, sign in or subscribe, and so on and so on. Do the whole thing, and Reddit. So there you have it. These are the websites where you can go and find reviews about companies. Now another thing, point number 8 is go to Facebook. I already mentioned Facebook, right? Go to Facebook and really check out the different tabs about this company, because every good company, especially if they're big and is it written Quora or Quora like Quora BD? No. It's Quora like in Quoura. Yes, that is how it's written. I will try to write down the links of these companies in the comments, but sometimes I'm afraid to do this stuff, because as soon as you write Quora, is that it? Let me write it down. Quora. No, Quora. Quora. Yes, that is how you write it. So it's a good thing that you've written it down for me in the comments, because usually what Facebook does is if you place links in comments or anywhere in your post, that post doesn't reach a lot of people. They don't show that post or that message to a lot of people because they want you to remain on that platform. Thank you, Ornella. Thank you. So yeah, I will try, but I might not. You will find the information on Google because I will download this video and post it on my YouTube page, and then I will list everything in the description because YouTube is not that difficult. So that is what I will do. I will download this video and post it to YouTube. Just go to YouTube and subscribe to my page. My subscriber growth is my subscribers are growing steadily, and I want to thank you for that. I'm getting a lot of questions. Sometimes you don't see comments on posts that I do on Facebook, but people are really commenting or sending me private messages. I don't know what it is about Surinamers and others, who are asking questions, especially Surinamers. I noticed that they don't like to ask questions in comments or openly. They are sending private messages, but it's okay. I enjoy the questions, and these questions also are helping me to come up with new topics, because that is what others, I know that, okay, so these questions are living in the community or in Suriname or, wherever have you. So then I know what the next topic of my video is. So thank you for asking questions and so on. All right, so let's move on to, I was at point number 8, and that is Facebook, right? Like really major companies or companies who are taking their business serious, they fill out all their information on the different tabs in Facebook, like their physical location, when there's the opening time, what their business is about, and so on and so on, even the prices of their services, and so on and so on. So go to their about, there should be an about section or a community section, all the tabs, click on the different tabs and see what this company is writing about their self on Facebook. You have a gut feeling as a human being. Read the information that they have provided you with on Facebook. Read it slowly, quietly, let it sink in. And your gut, your instinct, your basic human instinct that God has blessed you with will tell you if you can trust that story or not. You immediately see if people are fake or not. I have watched a lot of YouTubers because I'm online a lot and I really love the whole online thing. And I've realized that people who are there are a lot of fake people, and they do grow a lot, but they do a lot of stupid, crazy stuff. But I found that people who are really fake, their subscriber growth is minimal. Whereas people who are real, who are just showing themselves just like who they are, these people tend to grow better than those who are fake. So your gut feeling, your basic instinct will tell you if the story that you read on this company's Facebook page is checking out positive, and if you really like them, if you can trust them or not. That is point number 8, and then I'm moving on to what's the time? Oh goodness. I need to check the time because after this I'm doing the Dutch version. So I need to really check my time. But this is only the last point. But the last point maybe will take a bit longer, but stay on for the bonus. Then you can leave. Alright? So, check this company's website. Check this company's website. And how do you do that? Their website should be neat and professional. It shouldn't be cheaply built. And it takes experience to find out or to realize if a website is cheaply built and if it's built unprofessional. The images are not clear. The colors are not right. Sometimes it's a bit off. They don't check out the coloring. So there are a lot of things that you need to look for. Sometimes even the spelling is incorrect. it's really cheap. You will realize if you've been on the internet for quite a while, you check out websites, you will be able to tell the fake and the cheap ones from the professional ones. Go on YouTube, go on the internet, and Google all the companies, like the big companies that you know. Check out their website, and then you check out some shady, a company that you don't know or that you just come across, and check it out against that company, and you will realize that there's a difference. And of course, people like me, my website will not be that professional initially. So if it's a new thing, yes, then it might check out negative because it will look a bit cheap, it is new, and so on. Then it will look a bit shady. But of course, just like I said, you shouldn't be only looking for one thing and say, okay, I don't trust it. All the things that I've mentioned should be checking out like 75 to 80% positive. That is when you can say, okay, I will try. Let's see if I can work with them. Because doing business online is risky all the time. All the time. Everything you do is a risk, but some risks are bigger than others, of course, because if you go to like Walmart, you know that you can go to Walmart and that you can trust Walmart, right? You can trust that what you get, what you ask at Walmart, or what you go to buy, that what you're buying, that you will actually receive your stuff, and that if it's not good, you can return to Walmart with your stuff. That is for websites and online. You need to be able to trust them. So check if it's cheaply built. Do your research. And there's a website, you need to check their website domain. I kind of lost my point a bit in my whole explanation, so that is why I sound a little bit off. But let's continue. Maybe I will get my point or whatever. So check out their website domain. So how do you check a website? I have this website that I use. It's called scamadvisor.com. And scam, you write scam with SCAM. So scamadvisor.com. Go to scamadvisor.com and type in the name of the website that you want to do research on. In our case, the example that we're using is Big Money, right? So go to Scamadvisor and type in bigmoney.com. And then information will pop out. They will tell you if it's cheaply built, if the website is unprofessional. They will check out the domain. There's also another website that I found, but I cannot remember this website. That website gives a lot of information. They are telling you if the ping to the website, if it's really active, if the website active, if they are paid for their domain name, if there is a lot of traffic to that website. But I just can't remember the website. But just Google information about the company you're doing research on, and you might come across that website. You can just check website domain of bigmoney.com, or is website.com, bigmoney.com legit. These are the questions that you need to type into Google if you want to find information about the company you are doing research on. But sometimes you will see that the published date of the website is really recent. That is also usually a red flag. But yeah, you can have companies that are just launching, so they have just launched their website as well. So it might be recent, like a month ago. But all other information will check out positive. So that is why I say you need to check the whole list to see if you can trust the company. Don't just go and check one thing and say, all right, it doesn't work, it's shady, and so on. All right, so this is the stuff that you need to look for. You can really go to scamadvisor.com, and there's also a Facebook page, scamdetector.com or something. Just type in scam in your Facebook search bar, and you will find that Facebook page as well, and you can like it, so because they regularly give updates about specific companies that are online, and if it has turned out to be a scam. All right, so we're at the end of our list of points that you need to look out for if you want to find out that something is a scam. But the last thing, and that is the bonus, no one should ask you to pay them for you to work for them. Imagine you see a vacancy somewhere online or in a newspaper, and you apply, and you go to the interview, and these people tell you, I like your diplomas. I see that your quality is we really want something like we really want someone like you. You have like major qualifications and you fit the requirements. You meet the requirements. We really want to work with you. But in order for you to work for us, we need you to pay us $40 in order to, you know, set your paperwork and arrange healthcare and so on for you. No. So you want to, they are looking for employers and you need to pay them for them to pay you eventually? That doesn't work at all. So that is a big red flag. If they're asking you to deposit some money in order to work for them, it's a no. Then it's totally a scam. And I've come across several websites who are doing this. Don't fall for it. Although I recently joined this platform that is allowing you to do certain tasks on the platform, and in order for you to receive tasks or to be able to do the test, yes, you need to be subscribed to that platform. But everything else is checking out fine on this platform. Well, I don't think everything else, but a lot of other things, especially the customer service, is checking out positive. So I pay a subscription, and it's not a lot. I pay a subscription. I paid a subscription to join that platform, and I do tasks like I complete sales orders. Oh no, and it just takes 5 minutes of your time, sometimes not even 5 minutes, and even a kid can do that, you know. And then you can do certain tasks, and for each like sales order that you complete, you get 0.09 commission. It's not a lot, but it's somewhere you can start. And I joined them last Saturday, and yesterday I did a check to see if I can withdraw, and I can withdraw. And this company has been around for like since 2016. No, we're in 2022. Yes, 2016. So they've been around for a while. It's a company that generates traffic for major online companies like Amazon or something, whatever have you. And even if they are lying, then they do that. Well, you can make money. And yesterday I checked out their customer service, because I'm checking out all this stuff. Yesterday I checked out the customer service, and when you click on the customer service tab on their platform, it directs you to Telegram, and then you can contact them. And then I had issues with my password and, you know, connecting my wallet, my crypto wallet to them, because you need to pay them in crypto. And I had some issues, and they resolved it like fast, and the customer service is like 24 hours. So it's like a valid company, you know, a legit thing, and it works. But I had to pay a subscription fee in order to be able to do this. But I don't mind it. I make some money, so it's okay for me. So guys, this is it. Don't have people asking you for money in order to work for them. One of the other times there was someone who said, we are handing out loans to companies who have just started out. It's an initiative from the French company, and I almost fell for it. And I said, okay, so you know, send us your business plan and blah, blah, blah with everything and you know whatever have you. And they said, so everything is checking out fine. And not even one day. And they checked on my business plan and everything. And eventually they said, okay, but for you to get the money, you need to pay us an insurance. And I said, not doing that. Not doing that at all. And they are checking, they want you to reply or to communicate with them via WhatsApp. That's also a no. A respecting company often talks to you via email, especially when it comes to loans and so on. but they direct you to WhatsApp, and they often do conversations with you via WhatsApp. That is also a red flag. They need to remain professional, and the language that they use need to be professional. So guys, look out for the red flag. If something is not checking up, something against another, then you know that you cannot trust it, and that it's, a no. Alright, so thank you for watching. If you really enjoyed this video, if it found it valuable information, please share the video. Please, if you're watching it on YouTube, like, subscribe, drop comments. Even on Facebook, drop comments. Thank you, Anela, and Meneer Berenstain, my former supervisor. Thank you for dropping comments, because the comments help the algorithm for my video to reach more people. Like, subscribe, share, do all the good and nice things. And thank you for motivating, joining, and asking questions, even if it's privately. Yes, thank you for all that. Alright, now moving on to the Dutch version. Let me fill up my glass of water, and then I'm going to the Dutch live. Bye. Thank you, Anela and Meneer Berenstain. Yeah, that's true. But I'll download it, so I think you will see it tomorrow, the YouTube version, because my editor needs to help me. Because usually I'm busy in the kitchen, and I cannot be busy with this the whole time, but my son is really a big help, so he's helping me to do all the downloads, sometimes even the editing and so on. So yeah, we're a good team. Thank you, and watch out for the YouTube version. Bye.